Hello there, and welcome back to this quiet corner of history. Whether you're bundled up on a snowy night or simply looking to slow down after a long day, I'm so glad you've joined me. Tonight, we're going to travel back, far back, to a time when winter didn't just bring inconvenience, but genuine fear. Imagine this: no heating, no grocery stores, no weather alerts, just you, your family, and the long, freezing dark. Let's step into a small village in medieval Europe. The trees have already shed their leaves. The days are short, and the air smells of frost. You hear it before you see it: the crunch of ice beneath boots, the wind whispering through the thatch roofs. Inside a modest one-room cottage, a family wakes to bitter cold. The fire has nearly gone out. Your breath curls in front of your face like smoke. You pull the thin blanket tighter around your shoulders. Your stomach growls. There's just enough bread for one meal today, and you're not sure what tomorrow will bring. Your father heads into the woods, hoping to find firewood. Though most of the forest is owned by the local lord, to take even a fallen branch without permission is a punishable crime. Your mother stirs a pot of thin broth, dried peas, a bit of pork fat saved from autumn. It's not much, but it's warm. 1:15. The baby cries. Her tiny hands are purple from the cold. You wrap her tighter in worn cloth and whisper a lullaby that your grandmother once sang. But make no mistake, winter wasn't kind to the wealthy either. Inside the castle walls, stone halls were drafty and damp. It could be colder inside than out. Huge fires blazed, but the heat rarely reached the upper rooms. One tale speaks of a noblewoman who froze in her bed, wrapped in furs, but no match for the biting wind that crept through the cracks. Winter respected no rank. Only preparation and a bit of luck made the difference. Yet even in the coldest days, the medieval world found reasons to gather. On December 26th came the feast of St. Stephen, a brief moment of joy. The poorest villager might be crowned Lord of Misrule, commanding merriment for a day. People laughed, drank, and shared what little they had. For a few hours, hunger and cold were pushed aside by music and firelight. Scene 5. Community was survival. There's one story from 1377. Two peasant families, both nearly out of food. Instead of hoarding, they combined what little remained: a stale loaf, a bit of dried meat, and shared a single pot of stew. They didn't just share food, they shared the burden. And that kept them alive. Because in those times, survival wasn't about individual strength, it was about unity. Of course, it wasn't just hunger and cold that threatened life. Illness spread like wildfire in cramped quarters. The flu, pneumonia. Even the common cold could take a life. The winter of 1557 saw tens of thousands die from a brutal flu outbreak. Families would huddle in silence, praying the cough in the next bed didn't mean death. Still, they endured. Every morning, they looked to the horizon, hoping to see a change in the light. A longer day, a bird call, a drip of melting snow. These were signs that spring was coming, and when it finally did, the joy was deep and real. Plow Monday, the first day of the planting season, was almost holy. Villagers blessed their plows, sang songs, and danced, thankful to have made it through. Today, we complain about traffic delays, snow-covered driveways, or a lost Wi-Fi signal. But our ancestors, they endured winters that tested the soul. They found hope where there was almost none. They made joy out of next to nothing. And most of all, they relied on each other. So the next time you're curled up under a blanket, sipping something warm, spare a thought for those who came before. For the child huddled near a dying fire. For the mother praying her children make it to spring. Their strength is not just a part of history, it's part of us. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the cold past. If you enjoyed tonight's story, consider subscribing or sharing it with a friend. Until next time, stay warm, stay kind, and remember, spring always comes. Good night.